Okay. Let's see here. All right. So we're back in Snowrunner. And as you can see, I have hooked up this lovely logging trailer to the back of the Western Star. Now, we have a couple of deliveries to make. One to the farm. Well, we need to make 3 loads. One to the farm, or 3 loads to the farm, and 3 to the town storage of medium logs. So, we have to go, let's see, we have to go there to get the logs, and then we have to go over to here, or to down here. Where is it? There it is. Nope, wrong one. That one. So, we're going to head this way. Evening, Miss Dust Bunny. Hope you've been having a good day. Over there, and there, 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 and there. Wait, what time is it? All right. So now this truck, or this trailer, will haul. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Glad you made it. Hopefully we don't run off the road. And now, I can haul 2 medium logs with this trailer. In saying that, this trailer does slow us down. Like, really does slow us down with all the extra wheels back there. On the other side of the coin, it's the trailer's not bouncing and going crazy and being possessed, so yeah, I'm gonna call that a win. Wait, what happened? Okay, we'll do that, and we'll do that. I get hung up on a rock. Are you serious? Weird. I really would like it if they had a. I think there is a way to haul medium logs with yeah, that was weird. Maybe it just didn't have the oomph. Needed to be in lower gear to get up that hill, but anywho. Um yeah, engine stalling. Yeah, let's lock all those in, get them turning at the same time. Oh man. I think there's an upgraded engine for this, like one step above the one that I've got, but I think it's actually in Alaska. I find it odd how they put so much kind of weight behind an empty trailer. It shouldn't. You shouldn't be slowing down like that with an empty trailer. Sorry, that trailer doesn't weigh 25,000 pounds. I am finding some odd things in this game. I went over to Alaska on my other save and took the scouts over there. I was just wanting to do a little bit of scout, kind of see what it was like and test the tires. And well, let's just say it did not go as expected. Yeah, didn't go as expected. So, but there are upgrades in Alaska that I need. And apparently there's more vehicles over there or something as well. So we'll see if we can't get no, 2,000 pounds as a driver? What? In the game? That's ridiculous. If I weighed 2,000 pounds, I'd be dead. Seriously, holy crap. I'm gonna take you guys over to Alaska. I'm gonna go and haul a couple of these loads. One at the farm, one at the town storage. And then I'm gonna take you guys over to Alaska. I'll refit my my Western Star to go over there. I'll also refit. I think I'll throw a couple of scouts over there as well. Or yeah, I'll throw the Chevy in, and just to show you guys some of the ridiculousness. Because it's absolutely hilarious. Wow. That's maybe that was a typo, because there's no way that they should be adding 2,000 pounds for the driver. The max you should be adding for a driver would be like 300 pounds. Yeah, the max they should be adding is between 300 and 400 pounds. I mean, if they really want, top side would be 400 pounds. Anybody basically at any height that's 400 pounds or more wouldn't be able to pass the physical to be a truck driver. Just that simple. Because they couldn't get past being a possible diabetic. They're, um, I can pretty much guarantee you their um, blood pressure would pretty much not let them be there, because you gotta have your blood pressure has to be maintained under a certain range. Um, and you have to have a physical every 2 years. If your blood pressure's not in the range, then they'll put you on BP meds, and they'll reduce your um, medical to once a year. If it gets too bad, they'll put you on like a 6 month. And if you can't get it under control, it's simple. You don't have a license anymore. You cannot have a CDL license. Just that simple. So yeah, these guys really didn't know much about trucking, did they? I mean, you couldn't even drive local without you can't even drive trucks locally without a like a medical certificate. So I'm not really sure where they get 2,000 pounds from. Well, I'm pretty careful with the like the little control joysticks. I know that you don't need much. Um, you don't have to touch them much to change direction, if you know what I mean. Because, like, just going along, if you do that, then, you know, you would shoot out that way. And when you got a heavy load on, sort of like we do here, and your front end's light, you have to have a light touch. Even if you were driving with a steering wheel, you'd still have to have a light touch to do it. So, you might want to check your how sensitive your joystick control is. And that's a possibility, I guess. Yeah. I could probably speed up a little bit through here. I mean, technically, I could do this just with, I'll be honest with you, I've seen it somewhere. I don't know if it was in this game or another. Maybe I think it's in this game. I've actually seen it somewhere that you can change the sensitivity. At least I thought I did. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can make this river crossing. I forgot. I have that air cleaner right there. I don't have the tall one. So we're going to have to see how this river crossing goes. Because I know it gets fairly deep out through here. And of course there's rocks. I think I'm going to drop this into low and I'm going to grab that. Ooh, it got close. Got very close. Well, it's good to know that it gets just under the air filter. There are rocks underneath me. And then there are rocks that I'm pulling across as well. So, that's the way that works. I actually had, when I was doing the long logs this way. I don't remember if I did it on stream or off stream. I can't remember. But yeah, it was fun. But it's cool that you can pull like 2 at a time. So that way I can get this one all the way over to the town storage. And then I'll take one to the farm. And that'll give me 2 to each one. And then I can come back. I actually just throw the whatchamacallit on here. There is a logging frame that goes on here that is a medium logging frame that just goes on the truck. So it'll be fairly easy to get those done and probably quicker. Because this one gets up and starts moving when it's just, you know, the truck. And you're not having to haul so much behind it. So it's a little slow moving across here. A little bouncy. Please don't flip over things. I gotta have to go get the P16 to get this thing out. It is, and you know, it's one of the things I really like about this game is I love the scenery in it. Like not necessarily the towns and whatnot, but the actual lakes and the rivers and you know all that stuff. It's really nice. And as you can see, like I cannot get I can't get my camera far enough back to be able to see this whole trailer, which is a little disappointing to be quite honest. All right, we got this now. Got past the really difficult bit. Now I know this is no Avonhorn or whatever that thing is called, but you know, it still works. And I'm actually using some of the new tires from the Jack of All Tires DLC. They seem to be working pretty good for this truck. So that's good. Now I want to make a quick pit stop here at this. Because it was putting some work in bringing these logs. No, I'm not picking on it. It actually does a really great job. I was just saying I don't have it. So, you know, to me, for not having one, this is doing a fantastic job. Even though it's a little underwhelming or overwhelmed, whichever way you want to look at it. Because I think they're giving, to me personally, they're giving a little bit too much to the fact that it's dragging a log trailer behind it, if you know what I mean. Like I get it, but they're not putting enough. What's what I'm looking for? They're not putting enough weight toward the front of the truck, so it's almost as if the weight that you've got, it's like, okay, you see where the fifth wheel is right there. That fifth wheel should be further forward. It should be closer to the. Okay, let me rephrase that. The trailer part should be further forward. Where the fifth wheel connects, should be further back on the trailer. So let me grab there's my mouse. Okay, so right here, this trailer, like this part here, should actually be sitting somewhere up here to put more weight on this. So like that should be back here somewhere. So this could stay where it is. It's just that this should actually be back here to distribute weight differently. And that's one thing at looking at this game, I find a little annoying as someone that's done this for 35 years is that they don't have the weight combination set up right. Um, I don't know if anybody actually went out and looked at logging and really sat down and got the configurations right, but from where that's sitting, there's not enough weight on the tandems in the back, and you're losing traction in the front due to the fact that the weight isn't distributed correctly. So to me, as a truck driver, um, I mean, I'd haul it, but yeah, I've never, well, I've seen trucks running logs like this before. But first of all, I've never seen them with, let me see if I can get the camera. Okay. I've seen this, precisely this and this, but I've never seen this connection point here. You can literally haul medium logs all on the same trailer. So why would you put three axles back here, first of all? That makes no sense. You literally don't need all this extra bullcrap. That's just silly. This should be closer. So let me see if I can spin. Okay. Those logs, so these logs, these back here, should be right about here. There shouldn't be any of this. And then you can put the 3 axles still on the back. That's fine. But this should all be sort of you. If you've looked at any of the logging trucks and trailers in the southern states, you could see them hauling this exactly. And you would see where this came up to about here, drop down, and will continue on as part of the trailer, not this. And then they would have a second setup back here, just like this. But it would be closer up next to these. So, like I said, I don't think that they really did much research on that. Um, Now the White Western Star, they did a really good job on, bringing that back to life, so to speak. But their weights and the way they do things, not so much. Um, because the trailer tandems, or I'm sorry, the truck tandems can handle 34,000 pounds. The front steering um, axle can handle up to 12,000. On some of the bigger, more built trucks, um, specific, specifically built for logging and heavy operations, they have steering axles that can handle 13. I think it's up to 15,000 pounds on a highway truck. So it's not that they, I don't know, they seem to, they got it wrong. I'm just gonna say that much. They got it wrong. Um, they probably should have asked for a little bit more input in regards to what they were doing. Not that the game's still not fun. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that the game isn't fun. I'm not saying that, it's a bad game. I'm saying that their design, as far as some of the way they set things up, doesn't make logical sense in real world situations. Now, granted, this isn't a real world situation, so there you go. No, you don't put logs that far back on a truck. That's literally, you're literally making it to where your front end's going to lift up and not have much traction. It's just kind of silly. Yeah, it's cross strapping the other night. That's stupid. Now, say they got it right on. Okay, they didn't get this right because if you look close, that's a ratchet strap. That is not something you would see on logs ever. That's a DOT violation right there in and of itself. The second thing that's wrong is there's only 2 straps. You would have at least 3 straps that attached to the trailer, more likely 4 straps that attach down to the trailer to hold that load to the trailer. That looks like somebody just bundled up some logs and dropped it in. That is not how the real world works. DOT would have a field day with that, and you get a ticket. So, yeah, that's not legal. And like I said, all the extra tires, they don't need all that. That's just, I don't know. Maybe they did it to make it look prettier. So I don't know. But in saying that, I mean, I'm still able to get two medium logs over here, but it would have been simpler if they, you know, did just a little bit of research. They could have found examples of traders that do this exact thing. Single traders. So, but it is what it is. like I say, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. All right, let's see if I can make this swing here. I'm going to have to back up. All right, we'll stop there. And then we'll back up. And let's see if we can get this. Because I got to miss that with, okay. Because I have to miss that awning. There we go. Done. Alright, so we'll head back. Grab two more of those. Head down to the farm, and that should be good. Yep, cool. I don't remember if I'm high enough level to actually get the wedge cap on that. Well, I guess not. But if they're out of Florida, they should know better than this bull crap. Because there's logging that goes on down in Florida. Plenty of it too. I think Focus Entertainment is also another one of them that's in this game. I'm aware that they made Space Marine 2. And they actually did a pretty decent job on Space Marine 2. I'm not going to lie about that. I am a big Warhammer 40K fan. And it gives me the opportunity to play Warhammer 40K without spending, you know, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 in miniatures. But you look at this. Look. No freaking way. There is no way. It's almost like I still have a load on it, which is so weird. But anyway, is what it is. I can make it work, so. Yes, yeah, I knew that they made this game in Space Marine 2. They, like I said, they did a really good job on Space Marine 2. And I'll say now they did a good job on this game. Now, you know, I'm saying that certain things don't make sense, which they don't. Like in regards to what? Like in regards to this truck trailer combination. And again, I'm not saying that it's not a good game. It's a gorgeous game, and I love the trucks, some of the trucks on it. I just think they probably should have. I stalled on this. Really? Anyway, some things don't make sense. Let's put it that way. So, some of the stuff they've got in the game doesn't make sense. You know, I keep wondering that myself because, but look at how slow I'm going. Like, again, it's almost like I have a load on this truck. I'm pulling in first gear on the automatic. I'm not bogging down, but it's almost like I'm bogging down. It's weird. So I put it in high and I go a little bit faster, which again is weird. And I mean, I really shouldn't need to do this because it's just weird. But when we get to Alaska, I'll show you some more stuff that's weird and doesn't make a lot of sense. Grab some more fuel. Well, low gear isn't the lowest gear. I could put it down in low or double low, whatever you want to call it. That takes forever. All right, now on here, this is dirt. We should be rocking and rolling through here. This is just dirt, hard packed dirt. Look at it. It's hard packed dirt. There's no mud. And look how slow we're going. Does not make sense to be doing it. Yeah, like I said, it's almost like I have a winch on this and I'm dragging something behind me. But then I put it in high and I'm going a little bit faster. Make that make sense. Yep, done that up. And I started this at like 9 o'clock in the morning or something like that. And the sun's starting to go down. It's like when you hit those little trees like that, it slows you down. It's kind of weird. Now in the south, if you tried that, you'd sink. Probably into the nether regions. Probably wouldn't find yourself until you reach China. I don't need no wetsuit for that. It's fine. We went through there fast enough. Probably just clean the floorboards. Have you been on Alaska yet, Miss Dust Bunny? I don't think you have you? Except for when they force you to go over there in the beginning. Okay. That's fair enough. Well, like I said, I had when I came in with you the other night, I'd already sent a couple of my scouts over. So I took one of my scouts out, and mind you, I had the tires on with the snow chains. That was just sad. I mean, honestly, it was sad. Come on, truck. You got this. Pull that load. Let's go. Because I've driven in snow, right? Like, I used to go four-wheel driving in snow. And this game in snow does not react the way snow reacts. They didn't seem to on certain parts of it, no. It was almost like I was stuck in the deepest mud that I could find. Literally. I'm like, wait, what? This makes no sense. The chains are supposed to be good for snow and ice, and yet somehow it's not working. So when I get done with this, I'll take the Western Star back over to the garage. Um, then I'll outfit it with a service trailer, and then we'll go to Alaska and we'll take a scout out, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Like I say, it was just weird. Um, yeah, it was just weird. It's like pulling this hill right now. We should not have to be in that low a gear. We really shouldn't have to be in low to pull this hill. You just gotta line yourself up straight when you're while you're like aim at them. Line yourself up straight before you actually hit the bridge. That's the key to making that work. Well, Well, yeah, chains are, yeah, but on this game, chains are not as good for snow as it tries to lead you to believe. How you doing, Damo? How's life going, bro? We don't have any bad rain or anything like that, so I'm actually streaming, and I'm hauling logs. Ever seen a logging trailer like that, Damo? Yeah, me neither. It's actually got a pivot point in the middle, um, unlike the ones we have here. I'm not really sure where they got that one from, but it's interesting. See, it's almost like it has no power whatsoever. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, this thing normally pulls quite well, but it's almost like they put an anchor behind it to pull this. It's weird. Now, if you put one load of this on the truck by itself, this thing hauls butt. It is so strange. It's almost like they did something with the trailers to make them slow you down. I have no idea what it is or why they did it, but there's too many tires back there. You don't need all those tires for two medium loads, two medium pieces of trees. Way too many tires for that. I mean, they act like this load is, 100,000 pounds or something. This is the kind of setup I'd expect to see with an oversized load, like overweight. Is she trying to get a little squirrel in there? Again, minute I hit dirt, and this is just dirt. This isn't actual mud. This is just dirt. Weird. I don't understand slowing down that much and having to drop in the low gears for mud, but not for just regular dirt. That was even downhill. So, yeah. But we might manage to finish this off. Stop in and get some go-go juice. I think we do have one more motor upgrade for this truck. But I think it's in Alaska. Which I'm about to go do. I'm gonna go play in snow, demo. After I deliver this, take the trailer back, I'm gonna refit the truck and a Scout, and I'm gonna take it over to Alaska and go show off how well the new tire set is. There was a DLC called Jack of All Tires, and I'm gonna go take it over there and see how well they do. I don't think any of them do real good in the snow, period. Because now that I've got this down to where it's only one load to each location, I can just put the logging frame on this truck and run it. Quick and easy, simple. I need a. Okay, keeps trying to shift up into second gear. Stay in first for a minute, dude. Stay in first, get your revs up, then go in a second. Thank you. No, I don't want third. I don't want third. Don't want third. Thank you. This automatic transmission sucks. We need we need we need a standard transmission. I think there's a way to set that up, but I am using controller, so I don't know. Now, once we get on the pavement, she'll move along. That thing costs $24,500 or something like that. It's stupid how costly it is. All right. It really is. It's almost like the brakes are on. It's so weird. So yeah, that's the one we have. That's the one we get next in Alaska. I don't know how much better that will be. I mean, it's says it's got remarkable power output with higher fuel consumption, but I mean, right there, you know what I mean? It's weird. Let's see. We do have the raised. Yep. Now we have, which tires do we have on here? All right, we have those. We had those, but we're using those at the moment. I'm tempted to put those on, but we won't do that just yet. Let's see here. Yep, we can't get that until level 12, so we got four more levels for that one. So what we'll do is we will put the maintenance frame add-on on that one. And then we'll retain that. Where's my Chevy? There it is. We'll retain that. Then we'll go to the global map, and then we'll go to Alaska. And then we'll go to the garage. So I have explored this a little bit. Oh yeah, we need more power. We have explored this a little bit. We still have 3 watchtowers to grab. So I'm going, whoops, gonna go here, gonna go to the garage, pop into the garage. So I'm gonna bring out the Chevy. And let's look at truck storage. We'll bring that out. And then we'll go over here and we'll bring out the White Western Star. So let's go ahead and set that for morning. And okay. So I'm going to customize. We're going to go down to the tires. And these all the way down here. Oh, we don't have them yet. We need level 10. Wait, what have I currently got on it? I've currently got those on it. Those are mud tires. Let's see. Off-road. I think these are all-terrain tires up here. I'm tempted to throw the BFGs on just to see how well they work. Because all-terrains do work pretty good in snow. So let's do that. And then let's leave the garage. Now, I'm going to go do some exploring. I'm going to go do... Yeah. Do you get to power drift across ice with the BFG in Fallout? Okay, that was kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of fun. Alright, let's go and we're gonna be dunked here. No wait, I think this is still ice. Yep, cool. I gotta be careful, otherwise I'm gonna hit that rock. I mean, Alaska is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of cool. Well, that could be fun. I guess technically if you shot it and then you propelled yourself backwards into the enemy in power armor. Oh, geez, man. Y'all out? Are you, or did it just come back on? Yes, typing on the phone sucks. Although I've gotten used to it because I've had to send emails and everything. But I mean, honestly, if you shot the BFG, it sent you backwards in power armor. How well would that work out against enemies? I wonder if that would be doing blunt force damage. Holy crap, dude. We haven't had any storms today. We've been overcast all day down here. Did y'all get some bad weather up there? Or did somebody just hit a power pole? Ain't train. Yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. Now, these are all-terrain tires I've got on, guys. These are not part of the the Jack of all tires thing. So, yeah. Just random drop. Weird, man. That is strange. Let's see. So these all-terrains aren't doing too bad, but I mean, I don't, which way am I going? Wouldn't it though? Dude, if you could get that on camera, that would be cool. Like, we could make a short out of that. Oh man. If you could get something like that on camera though, and make a freaking short on that, that would be brilliant. Now let's see how we do in just doing this. Oh yeah, I want to grab this while we're just here. Oh yeah, man, that would be cool. Well, I had to get used to typing on my phone when I was driving trucks because most of the time I was getting messages from dispatch and blah, blah, blah. Hang on a minute. Okay, so there's a watchtower there. There's a road there. I think we'll just keep going this way for a little bit. No, puddle jumper's doing pretty good with the ATs on. But we haven't really got into snow yet either. Like we have, I mean, we're kind of staying on the mud snow track type thing here. Look at this. Look. Look. You know, this is doing better than the freaking all-terrains with chains on it. What the? What? Weird. Whoa, Bill. Get back over here. Do I need to go that way? I think I do. Hang on. That would take us in the general direction of that. Sure, why not? Let's dive off in here. Well, that and the fact that... Wait, what? Why is there a thing over here? It's like I'm in mud, but I'm in snow. Really needs to make up his mind. Which one is it, snow or mud? Alright, so... Okay. Hmm. Sludge, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, so what we're going to do is, we're going to pile off in the snow here. See how badly this goes. Now, as you can see, we are not in deep snow. This is not deep snow. And yet it's acting like we're on ice or something here. It's not deep snow. This is what I was saying. It's weird how it acts with the tires that are on it. And it even did this with the chain tires. Because basically the chain tires are, you can see it's not hitting on anything. Well, apparently I might be hitting on a tree limb or something. Where's my winch going? That is not where we wanted you to go, Boudreaux. But apparently being in snow is like being in deep mud. See? Yep. Being in snow is like being in deep mud. But the minute we get in a little bit of it, then, you know, we start getting traction again. Well, Puddle Dumper's doing a pretty decent job of getting through here, so I'm not complaining too much, but yeah, some of this just doesn't make us sense. Alright, so I'm doing this to get around the rocks. See? It's like we're in deep. We're in mud. We're still in mud. We're still in mud. Even though we're in snow, it's like we're in deep mud. I mean, I hate to say it, but there's actually you know, like firm ground under that. You know, it's not like there's mud. So this is the weird thing about being in the snow. And now, here we go. And off we go again. And it does the same thing no matter what type of tires I have on here, whether it's the new tires from the Jack of All Tires mod or just in-game tires that ship with it or whatever. It does the same exact thing when it gets into the snow. And I just look at it and think, that is not how this works. See? A little bit of snow. But then when you get back onto the ground, it speeds back up. And I mean, you're in Alaska, so it's a little hard to stay on the pass all the time. Well, I guess not, but yeah, right here. Oh, look at me bogging down on nothing. Hey, buddy. I like it. Okay, so that's over here, so we need to go that way. Yep, okay. Of course it stalled. I had it in high. Oh, wait, maybe we can lawn dart down to it from here. Let's have a look. I think we can. Oh, that's rock. I don't know. Well, we won't even get over there because apparently that small little bush is stopping us. Yeah, that's Lawn Dart City over there. I don't think we're going to try that. See if we can find... Well, that's a tree. See if we can find a different route down. because I don't see anything. If I can get a look down there and see if I got any trees around to be able to do it. Oh wait, there's a trail. Never mind. Yeah, it's just weird. Like, ooh. Yeah, I don't think sending it there would have been a good idea, Miss Dust Bunny. Really not a good idea. Yeah, and the funny thing about it is I'm sure even Damo can tell you we've been through our fair share of bushes, and you know, um, yeah, that would not stop us. That little bit of bush. Tell me I'm wrong, Damo. Tell me I'm wrong. That little bit of bush wouldn't have stopped us. We'd have went through that like nothing. I mean, I personally agree with you, Damo. No bush. I'm 100% on board with that. Look at that. I'm coming down that hill, and then I hit that little spot right there. Boom. Almost to a standstill. Wow. That's it. You just plat. I mean, that's what the bumper's on the front for, to hit trees and knock them over. I mean, there's a method behind the madness. Apparently, they didn't give that memo to. You do realize that this is the same. The people that made this game demo are the same ones that made Space Marine 2. This is Saber and Focus Interactive. They actually made SM2. They went from a they went from this to making Space Marine 2, bro. Now this game came out in what, 2021, I think, something like that. 2020, 2021, somewhere up in there. Yeah. See, this just makes no sense. All right. So what I'm gonna do now that I've kind of shown off the oh yeah. So now that yeah, it is. That's a heck of a jump going from this to Space Marine 2. I don't think Miss Dust Bunny has seen Space Marine 2 yet. I might stream that one night just for the fun of it, just to show Miss Dust Bunny what it's like, to give her a comparison between this and Space Marine 2. let let her make a decision on what she is. We're gonna pop back. Let's see. Hang on. Yeah, I just saw that. I dropped for some reason. I dropped some frames. Um. Anyway, I plan on doing a Space Marine 2 stream at some point in the near future, just so I can show Miss Dust Bunny the difference between here, like Focus Interactive and Saber making this game, and them making Space Marine 2. Okay, so we're recovering here. Then I'm gonna grab this bad boy. So as I said, you've seen what it did with the other one. Now I'm going to take the same exact path, more or less, with this one as I did the Chevy. Except I'm not going to go around the other thing over there. Now, mind you, I do have jet tires on here, so Mind you, this has no snow chains. We're not using snow chains. You really have to watch it when you go through there, otherwise those rocks will break your motor. Damo doesn't really play Space Marine 2 anymore. His graphics card gets a little warmish when Space Marine 2 is going on his computer. I mean, mine does too, but I have a temp monitor, like temp monitoring on my laptop, and I watch it. So I'll sit there and monitor the heat in my GPU and stuff like that. And but my graphics card runs warm anyway. Like, I actually read up about this card I've got in my this graphics card I've got in my laptop. It runs warm. So, oh, hello, Mr. Andrew. Sorry, but it does run warm. Um, but I usually don't push it over a certain amount of time. Especially if I'm streaming in Space Marine 2, I won't push it past 3-4 hours tops. Give that a quick one. Whoops. All right. So again, following the same path that I did with the Chevy, more or less. And as you can tell, this thing is having absolutely no issues with this road whatsoever. Well, I appreciate you being here, Mr. Andrew. Always welcome. But, yeah. And another good thing about it is this goes through this water like it's just not even there. Oh, it can handle bush, believe me. Actually, speaking of, hold that thought for a second. I'll show you something. Let's see, where is it? Stuck in the mountains? We'll start tracking that. It's right near where I am. It's right there. Watch this bad boy. Whoops. There's a Chevy pickup right up there. Now we're going to drop this down, get it into that gear, pop the dip lock on. Look at this. Look at it. Just la la la. Doesn't care about limbs. I'll show you about the bushes here in a second. It ain't gonna care about them either. We're gonna take out trees and stuff. This is like the ultimate scout vehicle in here. Look at that. Just tree? What tree? Didn't need no tree. Bush? Pfft. Who cares about a bush? Yeah, it's gonna slow down on this one. Cause I think I hooked it on the back. There we go. Service body. The diff lock locks. Okay. If you take that off, basically what happens is if you put it into reverse or forward or whatever, all the tires turn at the same. No, I actually got caught on the service body on the back of it. Bushes don't bother this thing. See, it just plows over top of bushes and trees. It don't care. Um, so basically, when you put in diff lock, um, it's exactly. Okay. So when you put in diff lock, if you can look, I'll bring up my mouse. That's a differential right under there, and there's another one right behind it, and then there's a differential under here. So what happens is you have all-wheel drive, so all the wheels are turning. That's what we got on right now. All sets of the wheels are turning, but they're not all turning at the same speed, if you understand what I'm saying. So when there's axles that go into from each side. There's axles that go into the center diff right there, and it does that on each axle. So when you lock in the whoops, when you lock in the diff, it makes every single one of these tires turn at the same exact time in sequence. It basically synchronizes the entire transfer of power to the wheels and turns them at the exact same speed at the exact same time. Hey, Miss Mama Bear, how you doing tonight? So putting in a diff lock helps greatly to get everything instead of like if you haven't got diff lock in, say that set of wheels over there might be turning at a higher rate of speed than this set over here. Like this one might be pulling, that one might be spinning. When you lock those diffs in, ain't none of them going to spin or all of them is going to spin. That's the way that works. Um, so yeah. Oops. I'm good, Mama Bay. How's your day been? Come here, truck. Okay, let's see if we can attach a winch. Okay. See if I can get this turned around so I can attach to the front of it. That'll work. We'll drag this bad boy with us. See, I got caught on that. Okay, it's out of fuel. Don't care. No, I'm actually doing this for a contract. It's on the top right, stuck in the mountains. I have to grab their Chevy that they got stuck up in the mountains and deliver it back to them. So yeah. Apparently they don't know what snow tires are or how to drive in snow or any of that. So I have to go drag it back to them. But it's fine. It's out of gas. I'm not giving them any gas out of my service truck. Did you get the Chevy parked up there with no tires on it? I am. I'm having a little bit of revenge from earlier. They treated my Scout very badly, so I just figured it was fair. Thank you, ma'am. I greatly appreciate that, Mama Bear. Y'all, are you and Miss Dust Bunny doing more ranching sim tomorrow? Oh, we reached rank 9. Yay. But yeah, I've basically considered this my scout truck on Alaska at the moment. So it's a pretty big scout truck. Okay, Miss Mama B. But it actually allows me to kind of get around and do things without worrying too much about getting stuck. The extra weight of the service body on the back is really helpful. And to top that off, I have a fuel source on the back of my truck. So, I mean, we start out with 80 gallons, and then, I think I got another 300 or so in the service body. So it kind of makes it a long-range Scout. But yeah, it performs really great on snow. Like I said, those are tires without any snow snow chains or anything. Performs quite well. So I can't really complain about that. Now, I'm not saying it's perfect because it does get into some situations. And I'm about to show you one of those situations here in just a minute. Now that's the way we went with the Scout. We're not going to go that way right now. I will go over there in a minute because I'm going to get the watchtower. She should. She knows I'll come in and help her if she wants me to. We actually went in the Snowrunner the other night and did a bit of a running around. As long as I'm not streaming, or even if I am streaming, Miss Dust Bunny, I can come help you do that. It's fine. I think I need to go this way. I think. I mean, I just love how this truck handles. Just even like mud. It's just like, yeah, okay, whatever. Mud, it's fine. Yeah, the other night I was in a game with her and I was watching her and I told her, I said, I'm gonna go over here and get some of the watchtowers. And why don't you go grab the watchtower over there by you and then go get that upgrade. And I ran off and I was just tooling around being happy, getting watchtowers, and I got the 2 watchtowers I was after, and I looked back up and she hadn't even got to the watchtower and she was going east or something. I'm like, what happened? It was funny. She gets lost sometimes, which is fine because like I can come bail her out. She did get stuck in the trees. Now see, this is one of those situations that, it's kind of Well, as you can tell, the mud's a little deep here. You're not lost cause, you just get lost. It's a difference. So yeah, this one, it doesn't handle this very well. Fortunately, we have, I don't think that's a tree I wanted. We'll lock the divs in. Like I said, she's not a lost cause, she just gets lost. There's a difference. She did eventually, she did get turned back around. She got the watchtower. She got the upgrade. And she even did, I think she even did a few other things. Picked up the trailer that had to be got, and all that stuff. So she's getting a lot better. Alright, now, got to the worst part of that. Of course, we're going to dive into the bad part of this too. Always fun. Actually, go over here. Yes, ma'am. Practice does make perfect. Now, there is a, I don't know if anybody's been on the Alaska map. I'm sure anybody that's played Snowrunner has been. There is an upgrade. Well, not an upgrade. There is a, oh. You're just being a little bit painful there, aren't you? Well, okay. Close to perfect. Almost perfect. Better. Alright. Now, hidden up in these woods somewhere. There it is. Right there. I don't know if y'all guys can see that, but there's actually a truck hidden up in them trees. Practice is always a good thing. It helps you get better at whatever you're practicing. Let's see if I can find that truck. There's the truck right there. Let me run over that tree. That tree is being painful. Did I? No, I didn't want to grab that. I think that's the truck. No. Come here, truck. There's a truck in there. I mean, depending on what you practice, and it can be a lot of fun. Or it can be painful. That, let's see, let's stop the engine. And then let's change trucks. This is a Royal BM17. So we are going to recover that truck. And that is a Royal BM17. I have no idea. I have never seen a truck like this before. So yeah, However, we do have big motor for it, I guess. I don't know. Well, I mean, it has headlights on both sides. That's the air filter on the bumper. That's something I've never seen before. Yes, thank you for that, Mama B. Appreciate that. Nemo is a really good friend of mine. We've been friends for many, many years. But yeah, that is an air filter on top of the bumper above the light. And I think that's one of the like the oil canister or something like that on a truck. Normally those are under the hood. Um, I have no idea why the air filter is on the bumper. I've literally never seen a truck like this. Never, not once. So, um, it is all-wheel drive. It does not have a diff lock. So, just so you guys know, this is going to get retained and it's going to be sold because I don't play that game. It needs a diff lock for me. Okay, now we'll go back to our white Western Star. There's an upgrade there. Wait, I thought there was a. Did I miss a watchtower? No, I must have got the watchtower over here. Okay, then I got two more watchtowers over here. Whoops, that's not what we want to do. That's what we want to do. Okay. Let's put a little bit more fuel. Yeah, we have 370 gallons, so this is one heck of a. This is a very good scout truck. Well, I just sold it, so oopsies. I mean, I made a good profit off of it. That's a $122,000 truck or something like that. What? Yeah, I only had about $90,000. Okay, so let's go in here. We're gonna go over here and grab that tree out of the way. We're gonna go over here and grab this upgrade. See, bushes, trees, don't bother us. Yeah, it's fine, Miss Dust Bunny. I literally don't need the money. Okay, so this is an engageable. Oh, this is for the caterpillar. Oh, okay, cool. I have one of those, I think. I will. Maybe I'll ask you when I get the Hummer and sell it. How's that sound? Because there's a Hummer on this map. Humvee, Hummer, whatever you want to call it. It's not a, it's like a Hummer H2. It's not like a military vehicle. Sadly enough. All right, so we're going to go this way, and we're going to hit that. Oh, come on. Come on, you can do it. Oh, yeah, Hummers and bushes. Oh, yeah. Get that winch. Go ahead and just winch ourselves across here without having to play all these games. Funny thing is I didn't have to put that in low gear to come back across, so that was nice. I think we're going to go this way. I can either recover or I can go and get another vehicle. But with this big old truck, and I mean, this is like my Scout. Um, she does pretty good. I haven't really. I mean, I can go and get the P16. The P16 is the heaviest truck I've got. So if this one tips over or gets stuck or whatever, I can go get it and drag it back up. If the P16 tips over, though, yeah, that's a little bit more of an issue. That truck is heavy. Alright, so basically what I'm doing is I'm scouting the map on Alaska. And I know it's strange to be scouting the map with a full big rig truck, but it just seems to work. Because the actual scouts, the scouts we have in the game, just can't seem to cope with the Alaska weather, I guess. I don't know, the terrain, I guess. This seems to handle it a lot better. And with the service trailer on the back, like I said, that gives me a pretty long range to get around. But I have to be careful because there is a pipeline through here somewhere. I mean, this is almost like playing Ice Road Truckers or something. Okay, so that. Yeah, this should be fun. So even the big truck in some of this has issues, which is just weird. It should, like, you can look and see it's hitting the bottom. Like it's on the ground. And it's clearing the snow, so it's kind of weird that it's just not moving fast. But as you can tell, it's still doing its job. Okay, that's a power line. Oh look, my favorite vampire has arrived, along with Miss Ebony. Hello, Mr. Stu, Miss Ebony. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm running around in my scout vehicle in Alaska, Mr. Stu. Um, wait. Hmm. I could probably get through there. Probably get through right there. Hmm. That's a creek, looks like. But nobody in Alaska expected somebody to be running around in a white Western Star with a service body on the back as a scout vehicle. Is there a proper scout? Wait, where's it? Okay, it's up there. All right, that's fine. I mean, Mr. Stu, I literally ran around on this map with the Chevy. I tried it with the Chevy. Um, I tried it with on my other save. I tried it with um my International, the Chevy. Finally, I brought this bad boy out. I did wind up buying. I did wind up buying. What was it? Um, okay, I need to go back. Wait, hang on. This doesn't look right. Um, that isn't. Yeah, that's right. No, yeah, no, that's the way it's supposed to be. There we go. Okay, I bought the International 1700, I think it was, and that one actually worked out pretty good too. Okay. But yeah, it's pretty sad that you got to get a scout that's, well, a big truck. But it is working very well. Um, okay, that one goes up there. I don't think we need to go up there. Not right now. Yeah. Okay, this looks a little. Yeah, yeah, we can fit through there. Yeah, let's break the engine. That's fine. It's fine. We can, it'll fit. Okay. That'll just, that'll buff out. The scratches there will buff out. Not a problem. I just found the BM17 or something like that, I think it was called. I just sold it. The Hummer is somewhere over this way somewhere. I don't remember exactly where. I think it's somewhere over by, hang on a minute. I think it's somewhere, let's see. I think it's right about there, if I remember right. The Hummer's somewhere right up in there, and I think there's an upgrade right up in there. So, yeah, wait. There was a reason I did that. Okay, so we need to go through there. Yep, okay. There you go. Come on, girl. That's it. Have you got the upgrades for the GMC? I did watch your video earlier about the GMC. You were doing something with it. Wait, if I think I have to go. I think I have to go that way. Yeah. And I'll admit it now. This is just some really cool areas that you get to drive through. I mean, it really is really cool when you get to drive through some of these areas. Yeah, I'm selling the Hummer. I already told Miss Dustmoney that. I sold the BM 17 because well, honestly, I didn't like it. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't have diff lock. I like trucks with diff lock. All right, I'm gonna be rude here. I need morning. I like a truck that's got diff lock. If I can't even get, because it said there was no upgrade for diff lock. If I can't get diff lock on a truck, I don't want it. I mean, I even literally quit, like, when I was driving rigs cross country, if it didn't have a diff lock, you wasn't giving me that rig. I just, no. Wasn't gonna happen. Excuse me? What? What am I doing? Yeah, I was getting to where I couldn't see what I was doing either. Ooh, 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 ooh. Get back up on those wheels, boy. What are you doing? Being silly. Mr. Stu, is it always like this with the snow? Like you get in snow and it's like you're in quicksand? Like my scouts have a terrible time in this snow. I ain't even lying. Actually, I seem to do better in reverse. And we'll put it low and then we'll drop it into diff lock and see if it helps. And of course, there's the part of the supposed Alaskan pipeline right there. And there is a Hummer. Well, I'll take your word for it, Mr. Stone. I'm just one of those that if I look at it, it doesn't have diff lock, it's gone. I may pick it up at a later date just to see how well it works. For now, um, we'll see. Let me grab this Hummer. Come with me, Hummer. You do. You're gonna have to make one, Mr. Stone. That way I can kind of. But you do realize I mean you should know me by now. I don't like I know that's the way I could go back out going along through there, but no, we're going this way. We don't need roads. It needs roads. Exactly, Mr. It's got to be able to take out bushes and trees. Got to be able to do that. This poor little Hummer, even with the engine on, this thing can't go nowhere. On my other save, I sold this one. I sold this one off too. I actually sold this one off and bought the Lodestar. I think the Lodestar 1700. Well, that may be true, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody mention the BM17 or whatever it's called. I mean, I'm having fun in my little truck right here. See? It's doing great. I'm in high gear. I haven't even went into low gear yet. It's just putting along, having fun with the little Hummer back there. Come, Hummer, come on. Get closer. Stay in my tracks, dude. What are you doing? Let's see. I think I can fit this through right up here. We're going under the pipeline. Probably should hope that we don't take the pipeline out. That would be bad. Yeah, I think we can get under the pipeline right here. About to find out. Well, they didn't need that anyway. No, they didn't need that. Come on, Hummer. What are you doing, bro? Let's go. What? Oh, that's a stump. Well, that's a tree. A down tree. Oopsies. Didn't need that tree anyway. Yeah. All because of one crazy person in a Western Star. Alright, fine. Yeah, Mr. Hummer, move. Really, dude? Alright, let's go that way. Need to get near enough to that tree over there. Is the Hummer pushing me? Dude, you are way too... Bro, what are you doing? he, he was just helping, you know? I'm just helping. Oh, wait. Oops. I was laughing at the Hummer trying to push me and then getting underneath me to where I couldn't get grip on the ground. That's hilarious. Come on, Mr. Hummer. All right, before we run off... Yeah, I saw that tree. Hummer hit the tree. Seriously, Mr. Hummer, you hit the... You hit the tree, dude. What are you doing? Go back that way. There you go. Now, come along. Don't hit the tree this time. Good little Hummer. Excellent. You stay there. We'll go back here and get this upgrade. Yeah. I made that look terrible, didn't I? I'm not talking sweet to that Hummer. I tried to take it out as a scout, and it did terrible. So Mr. Stu is correct about that one. That Hummer ain't worth it. I don't know what they did to that poor little Hummer, but it, bad. I need a deuce and a half is what I need. Now that would be fun. Have a deuce and a half? I reckon that would be fun. Technically the White Western Star is a deuce and a half. They are supposed to be good. Now I know the military ones are pretty good, but in this game apparently not. I don't know. Need a snowplow on the front of this thing. That one is definitely a palm, Mr. Stu. I agree with that. Like I said, I took it out for a little bit of a test run on my other save, and I'm like, no. So I wound up spending a bit of money on it, trying to get it set up to run, like decently, and it was just, I was very disappointed. Very, very disappointed in it. So I was like, okay, we won't be doing that again. And the snow tires with chains doesn't seem to work very well either for any of the vehicles. Like, I don't get it. They act like, snow tires are supposed to be like the tires with chains are supposed to be the thing for snow, but yeah. Okay, Mr. Doom, not a problem, man. So there is a nifty little upgrade over here. I don't know what it is. I think I might have got it when I was just roaming around Alaska on my other save. But it's in an interesting spot. So yeah. Alright. So we're gonna do this. So as you can see, it's a little deep in here. And that is the upgrade for the Western Star Twin Steer. Interesting. Um, well, technically it can be a submarine, but probably not the best idea to have it as a submarine. As long as I keep the air filter above water, it's fine. You know, I've been asking myself that question ever since I keep seeing those where the upgrade points are. I'm like, is everything out here that's an upgrade of Crown Victoria? What? I'm confused. But then again, you know they made like 50 bajillion Crown Victorias. So it doesn't really surprise me that you would find one by the pipeline. Just gonna be honest about that. Anyway, upgrade got, and I didn't even drown the truck, which is good. I actually went on that side of the pipeline, though, on my other save, all the way to the building over there, and almost tipped over like 3 times. Is a that that lake is really deep, by the way. You'd think going back over my own tracks it'd be a lot easier. Hmm. Um, Once I get the proper air filter, basically yes, it can swim up. Let's put it this way: it would have to get over the roof for the truck to drown. So, yeah. Because you can see where the exhaust is right there. And the air filter actually goes above where the exhaust is. You can put a different exhaust on as well, a higher, a taller exhaust as well. So yeah, technically it could swim to a point, sort of. Uh, Depends. Well, you know, Mr. Stu, I'm sure that you and I would both agree, and welcome back, Mr. Stu, but I'm sure that we can agree that all-terrain tires works on snow. Apparently not in Snowrunner. Weird Russian logic. True. All of it's still made in China. Well, technically this white Western Star wasn't made in China. This is pre sending everything to be manufactured over in China days. I do need to go here, grab that, and track it. I mean, we actually turn the Hummer off at this point. Yes, sir. Range connected. Absolutely. I mean, I just think it's weird though, because I did some logging earlier with the WWS, And I had the medium logging trailer that you could put medium logs on two two loads of the medium logs on, and it had, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is not a log truck that I have found in the U.S. that's hauling medium logs. We have those in the South, and it's all one trailer, not whatever the heck this is that they've come up with 5 axles. And it's almost like they're almost acting like it's a oversized load or overweight load, having all the extra axles under it. It's so weird. But like I say, it's an interesting game. I do quite enjoy it. I think some of the stuff that they do is kind of questionable. Miss Dunsmoney was saying that the drivers apparently weigh 2,000 pounds in game or something like that. Like just a driver in the truck's 2,000 pounds. I'm like, wait, what? Crazy. All right, let's get this in here. Close enough. Undo the winch. We'll move this into the garage. Let's see. We will go back to this one, and we'll move that one into the garage. All right. Now you reckon that the BM17, what is the BM17? Is that highway or off? Is it off-road, heavy? Let's see here. Where is the BM17? I actually picked that one up earlier. It has all-wheel drive and diff lock. I was a little disappointed in it, mainly because um the maintenance body on it didn't have any fuel. I'm thinking to myself, wait, what? That makes no sense. Um, that one. See, no diff lock. But you're saying it's really good. Really, what is it really good for? The like, is it good for hauling logs? Is it good for snow? Um, let's see, show a description. The sales brochure. Okay. For those of you that can't read the description on here, it says this vehicle is uncompromisingly reliable and brutally efficient. The BM17 might lack the eye-catching shine of its civilian counterparts due to its military roots, but it more than makes up for its impressively fuel-efficient powertrain and sizable fuel tank. Despite its superior protection of both the fuel system and suspension, the sales brochure still advises against paradropping the vehicle or exposing it to small arms fire. That's funny. Okay. Um, it's a good saddle truck. Okay. It's like the WWS, but on crack. But it doesn't have diff lock. I'm interested. I will buy this on your recommendation here. Uh, we got this engine in it. I guess we'll have to explore to get those. We'll put the off-road in it. We don't have the raised. What tires are we going to put on it? Not high enough level to put snow tires on it. Well, chained. So this doesn't even say that this is good on snow. It just says it's good. It's good on ice. Okay, so that I have those tires left over from something. I think those are actually on my. Okay, I think those were on my. Yeah, those are on my White Western Star. So I'm gonna sell those. I think we'll put. I think we'll put those on. Winches stock. Spare wheel. So we can't quite get it up to. We can get up to the windshield going underwater. Okay, fair. We'll sell that. Can we put a maintenance frame on it? We can. So would this be a better scout truck? You know what? Let's find out. All right. Where am I gonna go? Well, the sun is shining. She's a little bouncy in the front. Well, let's find out how well she goes. Why am I in the air? Why? Why? Why am I in the air? Mr. Stew, why am I in the air? What in the world? I'm still trying to figure out why this thing is up in the air. It's in the lowest gear it will go in, Mr. Stew. See? And this is why I like diff lock. It doesn't do it on a White Western Star. Ugh. Alright. That's funny. Where was I going? I don't know. We'll go this way. still think it'd be better if I had a deuce and a half. I mean, the jet tires seem to be doing pretty good on this one. Or maybe it's the truck. I'm not sure. It does have a bit of an overhang in the back. Okay, let's hit the brakes and figure out where I was going to go. I just wanted to kind of explore a little bit. So there is an upgrade there. There's an upgrade there. Okay, so we'll go get this upgrade right here. Let's see how well this BM17 works. And I don't know, that bumper hangs down a little bit. Yeehaw. See how deep this water is over here. We do have to test the capabilities of this truck very, very well. So, don't you flip over. Don't you do it. Well, the water's not too deep. Raised. What is this for? That's for a Freightliner. Okay, cool. Now, the next spot is somewhere over here. There it is. Up on that hill. Okay. How well does this thing do cross country, Mr. Steve? Well, we could go back through here and shoot across there. Yeah, we could do that. Okay. So I need to come back out this way. Grab that road. I mean, this is mostly like testing military vehicles, right? Just see what you can do to tear it up. Get it stuck. See what it can handle. Look, Mr. BM17. Mr. Stu gave you a high recommendation. You better start acting right. Come on, that's it. It does not like rocks. That suspension is a little bouncy, which is okay, because most of the trucks seem to be bouncy. I'm on the right road. Where's my button? There's my button. I am on the right road. Cool. Alright, so we're going through a bit of snow. Good to test, good to test. Yeah, doing pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Come on. Get through the snow. There you go, good girl. Really? 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 The mud? I don't know, it's handling it pretty good though. Whoops, don't hit the tree. I said don't hit the tree. Oh, I bet you are, Mr. Stan. You still having your gathering? Let's see. I think we're gonna go this way. Alright, seems to be doing pretty good. Oh yeah, it's this spot, right. Well, we know what the White Western Star did here. It had a little bit of an issue. It's a little hard to stay out of the tire tracks on some of this, Mr. Steve. We just sliding. And pushing snow with the bumper. Cool. Alright, bring us around. I understand that, sir. I am... Yeah, I definitely understand that, Mr. T. Alright, so if we just do that right there. Come on, you can do this. I got it. Yep, yep, back that way. Back that way. Oh, you're in hot. Okay. That, I need to go that way. And that will help me get to a spot that I might be able to cross right there. Because that definitely doesn't look like ice on that lake. Nope, no ice. Okay. So it looks like, yep, that's a crossing right there. Cool. But we don't have to worry about it. There's another Crown Vic there, Daylight. Look. They must have bought a lot of them up in Alaska. Wow, okay. I need to get up on top of that hill. Well, there doesn't seem to be a road going up there, so it looks like we're about to make one. Nah, I don't need no helicopter. We'll just take this truck, see how well it works. Okay. That looks like an old creek. see if we can move around this way and get a better view. Might be able to go up over here. Looks like that's got a gentler slope right through there, maybe. That would be a tree. Well, it takes out trees. That's nice. Like that. Taking out trees, taking out the bushes. We didn't need any of that anyway. Well, taking out sticks. Okay, so the thing is up there. What am I stuck on? Oh, a limb, of course. I'm always getting stuck on a limb for some reason. Seriously? You gonna let a tree beat up on you? Come on. That's it. Keep going. You got this. Come on. Get up in there. What are you doing? That's it. See, as long as you got one side of the ditch, you're fine. Come on now. Get on up. There you go. Come on. See, that's what I'm talking about. Oopsies. Whoops, 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 whoops. That'll work. I mean, I couldn't have planned that better. Oh, daylight, yeah. Oopsies. Mm-hmm. 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 That would be for the Hummer. Cool. Okay. Are there any other upgrades? Nope. Looks like we got it. All right. So we have opened up all of the Northport map, it looks like. I think there's a way off this map here. Because I'm pretty sure I went that way and it was blocked or something. But this way, I think that takes you to another map there. But we did get all the upgrades that I see. Yep. Okay. So, all right, Mr. Steve. This did pretty good. I'll give you that, especially for not having no diff lock. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to bail off this thing. And we're just going to full send it down this hill. And see how we go. There are trees in the way. That worked better than expected. Okay. Hidden upgrades on the map. Well, I don't know where they are. I literally don't know where they are. Um, and I've been going now for about 2.5 hours, and I'm almost getting to. I need something to drink and need to get something to eat. Oh, and it's after 10:30, and Mom will be going to bed soon, so I need to get this truck back in the garage, get off here, and get some things done. And we did. We did. Look, that was a brilliant run down that hill. I'm just saying that I don't even think a slalom could have done better than that. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna give props to this truck. That was a good one. I like that. It was great. Mr. Stu, um, we might next time you're available, we might see if we can't get you to help us locate some of those upgrades. But for now, we are going to. Oh, that's the wrong one. We're going to recover this truck back to here because I might want to do some cosmetics and stuff like that since it seems like it's a pretty good truck. Um, Later on, you can tell me about your little trick that you were talking about, Mr. Spunny, and we'll do that with the Hummer. But let me get out here, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. You take care of yourselves. Have a great night, and we will talk